Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Dotanugin Cinema.
Howdy.
It's time for another Dotanugin chat. Now, we was supposed to do that Monday, but we got busy, and yesterday we were really busy, and today we finally got around to it. So, 2 days late, but it's time for the third installment in the Dotanugin chat.
And again, we got GatorJohn65608, also from YouTube, on here with us.
Howdy to y'all.
And he's going to be here. He's our dad, of course, if you've been watching our channel.
And if you've
been watching his, you probably recognize us too.
If you've seen the last video that I did with Gator John and Sons, it was raining and thundering and lightning during that video. Plus, it is raining again today. We had 2 days break, and now it's raining again.
So it's been flooding a lot, but hey, we're here and where it's safe and dry. But I need one of those lighters.
We're also on a pretty high elevation where we're at.
A little bit of housekeeping.
Oh, that's right.
I am Travster683, and I'm smoking the Missouri Pride with Haunted Bookshop.
And I am Jonathan87, smoking Missouri Meerschaum Missouri Pride with Carter Hall.
And I am smoking a MacArthur that I purdied up and fixed up. Also, I actually even put a piece in the bottom and fixed it and repaired it and stained it up with some dye. And it's Missouri Meerschaum MacArthur, and it has in it Carter Hall. And I'm Gator John, you already know that.
Well, I think he did a real nice job fixing that pipe up. I really think it looks nice.
It is, it's neat.
Thank you.
As you know, if you've been watching these, we don't just smoke and talk about our pipes, but we talk about different subjects as well. And today we're going to talk about classic television a little bit, and how, by and large, modern television has gone down the drain. As a Christian, there's a lot of it I can't watch because of moral beliefs, but there's even quite a bit of it that, even if there's nothing I object to, it's just not good.
It's poor quality.
Exactly.
Well, I was around when a lot of the good shows were on and grew up watching them.
Well, thanks to the internet and classic TV stations and DVD releases, we've watched a lot of the old shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe a lot of them are better, not from some nostalgic point of view, because I didn't necessarily grow up in that time.
I don't take Leave It to Beaver.
It's a good show.
I mean, everybody likes Leave It to Beaver. I mean, I imagine it'd be hard to find somebody that didn't. I imagine there are those that do, that don't like it, I mean. But I know there's probably more that do than don't. That was a good show. And they got introduced to Leave It to Beaver, and they liked it too. And me and their mom, well, we grew up watching it, things like that. And Sanford and Son.
All in the Family.
All in the Family.
Although I love All in the Family and think it's hilarious, I will say in some ways it may have been leading to the downfall of television, because they got by with so much there, everybody wanted to see what else they could get by with.
Yeah, that could be.
People talk about...
But I still think it's a good show. I just think that people said, hey, that was a little bit edgy, a little bit out there. Let's see what we can do, and kind of went wild with it.
People talk about how All in the Family's racist show and all that, but really, it never really said that that was a good thing, that Archie was racist.
No.
They made fun of the fact that he was racist, and they had characters that weren't racist. They made fun of liberals, they made fun of conservatives, they made fun of everybody on that show.
It wasn't like it is today where everything was slanted one direction. It actually showed the good and bad side of everybody.
Yeah, it was different.
But
It was pushing it.
they definitely pushed their limits with that show and did a lot of things that you couldn't get away with
Before that point.
before that point. And even though I like All in the Family, I am sad to say I have to agree with Jonathan over here that it probably is what started TV toward its anything goes thing that it has today.
Well, I remember not Mary Tyler Moore, the Dick Van Dyke Show. She was actually his wife in that. You know, they had separate beds. It was, you know, nowadays everybody sleeps with everybody else. Then they even had separate beds. I'm not saying, I always thought that was kind of strange. They had separate beds because they were married. But
heard why that was. So back in them days, if an actor was playing a man and an actress was playing his wife, but those two people that were playing those characters weren't really married, they wouldn't sleep in the same bed because it felt wrong portraying themselves on TV sleeping with somebody that they weren't married to.
They actually felt a morality about it.
Now, the first TV show to ever have a married couple sleep in the same bed was the Flintstones.
Which is another show.
Fred and Wilma slept in the same bed, and I believe Barney and Betty did too.
But that was a cartoon.
But
so
that's because it was a cartoon, so nobody was really.
I don't know if Betty and Barney were ever showed it or not. You know,
I don't know if they were or not.
They might have been. I don't.
But that was the first series to ever air on TV, where married couples.
I kind of watched it once in a while, but was not a big fan of it. That's another thing. He's a big fan of Flintstones. I guess you like him.
I like it. We've got the first season.
I never have cared a whole lot for it.
We've got the first season on DVD, and I never have been able to get any of the others.
Well, we sure enjoyed watching that one.
We enjoyed watching that.
I'd watch it again soon.
It's interesting how Dino was an entirely different character in his first appearance.
Yeah, he changed complete character.
Yet the episodes were actually aired out of order, too. So Dino, as we know him, was shown before the episode where they got Dino, where he was an entirely different character.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird. Another one that Carol O'Connor went on to was that in the Heat of the Night when he got on there. I thought that was a pretty decent show. I used to like to watch it. And I thought he made a better Chief Gillespie, maybe, you know. But it's funny how different character he was than Archie Bunker. He was quite different. And I actually enjoyed it.
He was a good actor, though.
He did not. Yeah, he was. Carol O'Connor was a good actor. There were some of the old ones that are gone now. They were really good. They could be whoever they were supposed to be. And he was one of those, I think. Whoever he had to be in the TV or movie, that's who he became.
Speaking of Carol O'Connor, and we were talking about All in the Family, I heard that it really bothered him to play Archie Bunker because he had to pretend to be racist, and he'd always been raised to believe that, you know, you treat everybody the same, you don't care about the color of their skin.
And Carol O'Connor was a guy that was definitely liked the way he'd been raised. Yeah.
He didn't believe in that racism thing, but yet he was playing this racist character on television and said that he thought that was very strange. He felt odd playing the character.
But he also got very upset with the makers of that show.
Getting hot. The water's boiling.
Because after the 9 seasons of All in the Family, they switched it over to Archie Bunker's place, which aired for 4 seasons. Then the people canceled the series with no letting them wrap it up or nothing after 4 seasons of Archie Bunker's place. Meaning he played that character 13 years and they just dropped it without any chance to make a finale or anything. And Carol O'Connor was very upset over that.
We were coming to you out of our kitchen, by the way. We're sitting in our kitchen. We got water boiling back there on the stove. Mom's getting ready to fix up some supper here in a little bit. Red Fox. There's another actor that could pretty well do anything. There were things about him. He was ruffled. He was rough, but I really did like Sanford and Son. He played a lot of movies he was funny. He's a great comedian. Some of it was raw, that he got into some of the movies, but Red Fox. And I really enjoyed him in, Lamont. I forgot the name of the show now.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, Sanford and Son. I really enjoyed that show.
Now you got the whole series on DVD.
And we haven't even watched a single episode.
We do that. But the thing that's another thing that's interesting. All these old shows can be watched now, most of them, because they've released them on DVD, and so
you can
check
get them
out
on Netflix or Hulu or some of these internet streaming services now. So
you can watch just about any old thing that used to be around. And now that isn't to say that all new shows are bad. Because one I like is Stranger Things, which is available exclusively through Netflix. And they are talking about releasing the first season on DVD, so if you're not a Netflix subscriber, maybe look for that. But if you haven't seen it, you probably should, unless you don't like stuff with a scary... It's kind of, sort of a scary story, but it's clean, and it's not like a...
At least so far.
Yeah, so far. The first season.
First season is, yeah.
And it's about these kids, and the one kid disappears, and they got to figure out why, and some different stuff.
Don't tell too much.
I'm not. And
in case they want to see it.
And it's good. It's set in the 80s, and they even filmed it in such a way it reminds you of some of those good old 80s movies, like E.T. or Gremlins or something. And it's a good show.
It's set in 1983. And I heard, though, that they did a really good job making everything look like it would have looked in 1983, not having anything that would be from the wrong time period. Except I heard that in this one sequence, there's a truck in the background, and you can see the front clip on it real good. And that the year that truck had that body style was actually like, I think it was like 86 or something like that. So that's like the only...
Yeah.
As far as I know...
Probably missed it unless you were like us and always looking for things like that.
For a modern show,
Like
it
the
is a good
Western,
one.
where you look over the horizon behind the cowboys and there goes a semi. Stuff like that. We can get a kick out of that sort of
Seems
thing.
like we seen a movie once where a helicopter was flying over and it was like set in biblical times. So
Yeah,
that was interesting.
that's pretty funny.
But another good show was The Waltons.
Mm-hmm.
It aired for 9 years, and they pulled the same kind of thing on that show. Ralph Waite was watching television. He played the father on the show, John Walton, and he heard it announced on the news. The ones he worked for hadn't notified him or nothing that the show had been canceled after 9 years. And of course, the show has no regular finale because they just dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Which the show was way down in ratings, partly because of Richard Thomas, who played John Boy Walton's departure. And then Michael Learned, she left the show. And they had the mom had consumption and was off in the, what do you call them places? Sanitarium or whatever.
Yeah, sanitarium.
And they would go visit her once in a while, but she wasn't right. So the cast was kind of, I could kind of see
Will
why.
Greer died,
I could
and
kind of see.
Ellen Corby had a stroke, so they weren't on anymore later.
I could kind of see why they wanted to wrap it up, but why didn't they wrap it up instead of just drop it? You know, so many shows they do that, and I think it would be good for the actors and the people who have followed it to actually finish the show.
Do you think this is getting long?
Maybe a little, but
Well, let's say, for time's sake, let's just mention some of the older shows.
there was Bonanza. It was a good first show to be broadcast in color.
Green Hornet, if y'all remember that.
I've never seen it, other than the horrible movie that they made. And don't watch it.
Did entirely. Was wrong.
Made him into a nasty mouth character.
Yeah, he was sort of kind of the Batman, I always thought. And Bruce Lee played Kato, and that, I used to really like that show. Watched it. I was a fan of it.
Of course, there was the crazy Batman show. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was a comedy version of Batman, but
I didn't know that when I was a kid watching it, though. I didn't realize it was comedy. I thought it was really cool, you know.
I didn't grow up on it because I was born after that. But
Until
I hear
I got
all the
older.
kids thought it was serious till they were old enough to figure out it was a comedy. But
A lot of old good shows. I was trying to think of some more. Yeah, there were some. I don't know if y'all remember the Monroes was a western of the father and his wife got killed, and they were going out west and in the river. They was crossing the river in a wagon. They had an older son and older daughter, and I think they had a little son, maybe a little girl. I can't remember for sure. But anyway, the show turned out to be about the ones that were the kids, called Monroes, and I always enjoyed that. Thought it was good. High Chaparral,
and
Master.
and then of course the Andy Griffith show.
Andy Griffith show was
Which
one of my favorites.
Was a good show, and there was I actually met one of the Darlings.
Oh, yeah, you and I
'Cause-
both.
we both did, and Travis met him too. Didn't you?
Yeah, you were there too. Yeah.
And he was playing in a band, regional band now called Missouri Boat Ride, but he had been one of the Dillards, which was the band that played the Darlings.
The Darlings, yeah. He was one of the original Darlings that played. And we got to talk to him a little bit. He said Andy Griffith was one of the nicest human beings that he'd ever met in his whole life.
And he seemed like a real nice guy his own self.
He's up in years. He's old. I don't know if hopefully he's still living. It's been a while since we've seen him. But we really like Missouri Boat Ride. That's just a really
Yeah, they're a regional band, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, there's a lot of good old shows and a lot
Think of some.
I'm thinking.
It's like when you get ready to think about them,
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island was one everybody liked. I never was a big fan of it, but
I kind of like Bewitched sometimes.
I liked Bewitched, yeah. Well, I was a kid then, and I really liked Montgomery. what's her name?
I can't remember her name.
I'll tell you one everybody
Elizabeth Montgomery.
everybody I know hates.
Yeah, what's that?
MASH.
MASH. A lot of people like it though. It's a big. A lot of people hate it, and they either hate the thing or they like it.
I was never a big fan, but I guess it's okay.
I like MASH.
I guess it's okay.
I thought it was
Sorry,
alright.
Danny.
My sisters and I, not my old sister. I got 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and my next to the oldest sister, which would be the next one up. I'm the lowest. I'm the youngest. She's right ahead of me. Her and I used to watch MASH a lot together and enjoyed watching it together. It would have, to me, I enjoyed watching with her. I don't know if I would have enjoyed it near as much, if we weren't, having fun watching it together. Yeah, there was a lot of good old weeks that we don't see anymore. I can't think of it. I wish I could. I know there's a whole lot more.
But there's the Big Valley.
Big Valley.
That's a good show.
That's one of my favorites.
And if you're gonna buy it on DVD, beware. One company picked it up and they've released a season and a half of it.
Which I have.
And then they canceled releasing it. Another company took it up and finished the series. So if you buy the complete first season, that's fine. I believe we still have that.
Yeah.
Season 2, Volume 1, there never was a Volume 2. So if you see Season 2, Volume 1, don't buy it because the other company released the entire second season altogether.
Yeah.
So that's the one to go for if you're going to buy them.
Not
Volume 1, but Season 2.
Season 2, yeah.
But if you buy the first season, that doesn't matter because they released the whole season together. Then for some reason they only released half of the second one and it wasn't selling to their expectations, so they never made Volume 2. So you're better off just buying the one that's got the whole thing.
These boys have never seen it, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch Mr. Terrific. He's a guy who would take these power pills and fly around. And I thought that was really good when I was a kid, but it's probably to be just ignorant to me now, And then again, it might have been funny. It was a comedy, and he'd run power pills would run out, and he'd fall out of the sky when he's flying, fall into haystacks and things. Mm-hmm. But I really thought he was somebody real, when I was a kid. He's really a hero, and he was cool.
Yes.
But I remember, boy, he sure has a hard time. And I always thought, you ought to take 2 of them. So he can make it when he's flying.
Yep. But anyway, we want to encourage you, if you're having trouble finding something decent to watch, but you want to watch some of the old shows, and if you want to check out some old shows you've never discovered them before, there's a whole world of them out there. Some of these shows you can find right here on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And in fact, some of these shows fall in the public domain. We actually have an episode of Dragnet on here and an episode of Bonanza on this very channel.
So. There's Adam 12, Emergency, and one you were just talking about, what was it?
Bonanza?
Oh, no. You were talking about on the internet. I'm kind of into, I can't even remember these guys' name now. Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Sherlock Holmes movies, Sherlock and Watson. And like you got these 2 new ones that's been out. But
with Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr.
Iron Man has Sherlock Holmes.
I was going to say, it's kind of hard for me to believe that Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes are the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Which they actually are good movies.
They're good movies. But I like I've found a whole bunch of the old ones, and I really enjoy watching them. During black and white,
And back when the world was black and white.
Mm-hmm. And most old shows can be bought on DVD.
And there were some others that, the Screaming Mummy or something like that.
Yeah.
When I was a very small kid, I actually asked Mom one time, how come the world used to be black and white but isn't anymore?
Yeah. Wow.
That's
I don't know
pretty
if
sad.
I don't know if I'd have told that.
Especially when people anywhere in the world can see this.
Well,
But
hey, I'm sure they
the
done
cameras just couldn't pick up color.
Oh, I can understand though. You were young, you didn't know.
I was watching the deal.
And I kind of thought that the people who made cameras back then were kind of stupid.
I was
She
watching.
told me that.
Yeah. But they didn't know how to do it.
I know.
And it's like, I was watching a deal earlier today, on TV, where they had these old black and white pictures that they had colorized. And that was kind of neat. Had several pictures. Some were old pictures. Clint Eastwood was in, when he was real young, and it was black and white, and they colored it in. Of course, Rawhide, that was a good show. I used to watch too. I liked that.
I saw a picture of Alfred Hitchcock on there when you were watching it.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock Presents, the show I like.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be into that sort of thing. And just because I want you to know, just
Albert
because
Einstein.
somebody likes Alfred Hitchcock does not mean they're a weirdo.
No.
Some people might get that impression, but
Some people might get that impression about you anyway.
well, especially if
Well,
you
I
watch
was
some of
just
the videos
thinking,
on this
Watching
channel.
it, yeah, really.
There was the story about the woman that killed her
They're not really
husband
weirdos, though. They're just real out there somewhere.
on Alfred Hitchcock.
More than anything, we're selling.
Yeah.
There was a story about the woman that killed her husband with
With the meat.
frozen meat
Yeah.
and fed it to the cops.
Mm-hmm.
You know that story was written by the same guy that wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I didn't
It
know
was,
that.
yes.
I didn't know that.
was.
It was.
Which he's a strange. Now he is a strange
How
dude.
come that guys quit smoking? You run out of
Mine
tobacco?
ran out of tobacco.
Well, you can see why I'm still going.
Yeah. Well, mine wasn't completely full. It was left over anyway. But anyway,
I'm about smoking too, and you're one.
most of these old shows, if you can't find them on YouTube or somewhere, you can just almost surely buy DVDs of them. And if you can't find them in the stores, you can find them on eBay or somewhere like that. And when they first come out with that, they used to try to make a killing. They'd sell you a season, 12 episodes or whatever, $59.95. Now it's more reasonable. They usually run $20 to $30, unless they're brand new. Then they might be around 40 something. But they'll go down. So
Yeah.
And there are some shows that, even if you can't get them anywhere else, you can get DVDs made from Amazon.
true.
Like
That's true.
Doug was one of the shows they did that way. Of course, that was a kid's show from the 90s.
We
so
could go
That I
back
watched
to
and liked.
cartoons too. There was a bunch of old cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could talk all
We
about
can talk all
cartoons
day
because
on cartoons.
I'm one of
and
those
old
people
shows.
that, as far as watching cartoons, I ain't never gonna grow up. I mean, let's face it, these movies we make with the toys and stuff, that's a lot like cartoons, isn't it?
Cartoon inspired, huh?
Yeah.
Why do you think we don't have very many subscribers?
You don't know. Some of them guys do. We will one day. In fact, if y'all are enjoying any of this, feel free to
Yeah,
subscribe. We
please
could sure use
subscribe.
subscribers.
Subscribing is good.
Yeah, we could use some subscribers.
Yeah.
Realize that's what you said?
Subscribers.
No, but subscribers,
Subscribers is better.
people who will want to be
what?
notified when we make a new video.
People who click that little red button under the video.
And as Dr. Doofenshmirtz says,
And then on my TV now, I got one of those new HD TVs, and you can go up there at the top and go click and push that. You're gonna run it over there with your directional button and push that X button, and you're subscribed. And the little red mark shows in a little square, which I think is kind of cool because, well, I didn't know that did that until recently.
yeah.
But I haven't had it all that long either. I don't know all this much stuff. These guys, they're the computer guys. I don't know a whole lot about
Well,
it.
even I haven't got quite used to some of the things you can do with that smart TV.
Yeah, that's different. But I like it.
And of course, there's some of these old shows that have been around, and movies and stuff, been around so long, they're in the public domain. Means anyone has the right to distribute them, even sell them, and there's websites you can go on and download these for free, legally. you might want to check some of that out.
If you're a person that likes to go back into the past and watch some of the old stuff, it's out there, it's available.
So anyway, thank you for watching the Dotanugin chat. We'll try to actually come back on Monday this time and talk about something else. And you guys got anything else you want to say?
Just gonna say, hopefully we don't bore you guys too much sitting there rambling about
the old show.
About old TV shows and whatever else.
We appreciate you taking time out to watch this video. And we hope you subscribe.
And
I won't always be with these guys on all these, but I've been on one before and this one because it's interesting, it's fun.
And if you're into
I had a
pipe
time
presenters,
today because it's raining and all that. So yeah, if you're into pipe presenters,
GatorJohn65608.
65608.
Be sure to check him out.
608.
he doesn't post little plush films and
No.
music videos with anthropomorphic horses and stuff like that. So if you're into pipe
Hey,
presenting,
Get down. Cat
Get
crawling
on
on the
cat.
wall. Get down.
Get down.
she listened.
Good kitty.
But yeah, even if you don't want to subscribe to us because you think we're too weird, go check out his channel. You might want to subscribe to him.
I actually, I'm going to start showing some things on ways to repair things and do things that probably most, a lot of people out there know, but mostly for the young that's just starting out and stuff. And, just about everything's already been shown, but hey, you might learn something.
And if there's
If I want to help, people will learn something.
If there's any subjects you'd like us to talk about on the Dotanugin chat, feel free to leave a comment telling us what you would like to see. Feel free to share this video and to hit that like button.
Yeah.
So
Feel free to not to if you don't want to.
yeah, that too. Well, have a good day.
John signing off.
God bless.
God bless.
Keep your powder dry.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching Dotanugin Cinema.